Hey guys, welcome back.
I'm Brad.
I'm Melissa.
And today we are going to let you experience the graduation run of one of my classes.
He's talking about his 0 to 5K class.
Right, but you know what we got to do first?
The intro.
The intro.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fitness Forever TV with M&B,
Your source for entertainment television,
where we discover all things health and wellness to help you achieve vitality and longevity.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! We made it!
This is wonderful. So this is like our 8th episode. Who would have thought? We made it this far, right?
We did. We made it. We made it to live another episode. So thank you guys. Keep liking, keep subscribing, sharing, and all that stuff.
Yes. We've done a lot better than we ever thought possible, and that's all because of you.
Yes. So before we get into the meat of our show today, plant-based protein, we're going to hit you up with our
Quan. Since I keep giving it to Melissa first, I'm going to go first, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dynamic warm-up. That is my Quan today. So whenever you go to the gym, whenever you start a run, whenever you start any kind of exercise, the best thing for you to do is what we call a dynamic warm-up, meaning that it's a moving warm-up. You'll see a lot of people, the first thing that they do is they start like stretching their calves or they start stretching their quads, and it's what we call a static stretch, and that's where they just hold it and wait. Well, it kind of similar to a frozen rubber band, and I use this analogy all the time. If you take a rubber band, you put it in the freezer, and it freezes, and then you take it out, and then you try to expand it to its maximum capacity. What happens?
Snap.
Exactly. Well, that's similar to your muscles. If your muscles do not have blood running through it, and your heart's not pumping and running blood and lactic acid through your muscles, then you have the risk of an injury, just like that rubber band. So we always like to start out with a dynamic warm-up. So for running, all of my clients always know that they're doing some high knees, and they're doing some walking leg raises, and they're doing some A-skips and a lot of different exercises, but it's a movement. They're never going to be static during a warm-up. Maybe it's just 5 minutes on the treadmill just to keep it moving. And even your clients that are gym-based, they have a dynamic warm-up too, right?
All of my clients start off with a dynamic warm-up. I prescribe a dynamic warm-up for several reasons. One of them you pointed out, definitely decreasing your risk of injury by increasing blood flow to the muscle. It helps warm up the synovial fluid around the joints. And also it's a time for mental preparation to get you into that mindset of, right, I'm shifting from being sedentary or sitting at my desk all day to now we're in the mode for movement. So it's a great total body mind warm up, and it's basically just movements that mimic your exercises that you're about to partake on. So dynamic warm-ups are definitely something that is a staple in all to my training.
Excellent. So the dynamic warm-up, that's my Quan. And your turn.
Well, my quick actionable nugget to start off at the appropriate level of intensity for your own self. This will help you reduce the risk of injury. It'll help you maintain longevity in the gym without injury, and it will ensure a more successful exercise program when you start off at the right level. A very specific example I could give you in terms of weight training is that oftentimes people, when they first come in, they don't want to feel embarrassed in the gym. They're very self-conscious about it. So they're going to put as much weight as they think that they can on the cable or the pulley or whatever and try to lift it. Well, that is just asking for trouble. You can't, from that point, go down lower if you've injured yourself in the weight. So my advice would be to start off low on the weight and then work yourself up. So to the point that you know that is appropriate for you. So start off at the appropriate fitness level to ensure success long term.
Guys, you know what she's talking about, right? We've all done it. Probably in college sometime, you probably had a bunch of guys that were lifting and they're like, hey, let's go lift some weights, right? And you're like, yeah, I want to lift some weights and get strong. And you probably walked in there and those guys had probably been in the gym for years maybe or months. And you walk in and you want to do exactly what they did,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, bang. And the next day, you can't move.
Yeah, you
right?
can't.
You probably have to have your girlfriend like redo your zipper just because you can't move your arms or close the car door. It's
Or
awful.
brush your teeth.
Or brush your teeth, right.
Right.
My question would be is then when was the next time you went to the gym?
Right.
Probably a while after that,
Yeah.
because what you did was you associated the gym with pain. So gym, pain, gym, pain. You're never going to go back.
Right.
And we still do this as adults, right? So by starting out with a much, much lower than you can even handle, and I even talk to my people about, hey, when you walk back into the gym, you know, you want to do 2, 3, 4 times less than what you have done before, rebuild those neural pathways. So the next day you might be a little tight, but that brings in a sense of accomplishment
Yes.
that you can associate with pleasure. So now gym, pleasure, gym, pleasure.
Instead
See?
of pain, dreading, fear,
Right.
avoidance.
Yes.
Right? No, we want to, reward, feels good, accomplished, go back.
Exactly.
So,
And I am totally guilty of it numerous times.
Yeah.
It wasn't until my very last fitness journey, of which was 2 days a week for 2 weeks, then it was a third day, then it was a fourth day, fifth day, you know, and it was slowly adding on an extra hour, extra 15 minutes, extra this.
Yeah.
It was very slow and
Yeah.
deliberate. And that's what we would want for you. So you stay working out, keep motivated.
yeah, there you have it. Well, that's our quick actionable nuggets, and let's talk about something really exciting that you just did.
Yeah, so we recently had a graduation run for 2 of my classes, the 0 to 5K, of which I take people that have never run before a day in their life, or they haven't run for decades, and I get them to go from 0 to a 5K in 8 weeks, and they actually start at the start line, finish at the finish line without stopping. Even today, you'll see people that they train for a 5K, but they walk. Our goal is always start at the start line, finish at the finish line without stopping. Doesn't matter what the speed is. We never talk about speed. Then I have another class that I've designed and I teach, and it's called Stronger 5K, and that's where we do bring on some speed. And usually they get about, in a 5-week period, about an 8% jump, where their time is faster, their pace is a little bit faster, and that helps as well. But I was very excited. We went to the Hot Chocolate 5K.
That sounds like a
Tampa.
fun one.
And it was a lot of fun. It was great weather for here in Tampa, Florida, which was very unpredictable at times. And we had a great time. So I got some footage from that. We're going to go to that right now.
Ooh, let's go see that Hot Chocolate 5K.
This is Brad, and I am here with my 0 to 5K group and part of my Stronger 5K group for today's Hot Chocolate 15K and 5K. So all of these lovely ladies have either been working on doing their first 5K, or in the case of these 2 lovely young ladies, they have both are working on their Stronger 5K. And these are 2 more of a beginner type classes on the 0 to 5K, which most of them haven't either ever run or they're just want to get better. So you can see that last time we talked about Spartan race, right, which is a little bit more advanced. But here, these are people just getting started, and I am so proud of them, I can't even tell you. So if you go ahead and just run down the list real quick and just introduce yourselves.
Tracy, Pascal, Celeste, Ash, Carmelita, Jen.
So anyway, so you can see that don't always, when you start working out, you need to be a gym rat, or you don't need to be in a Spartan race. You need to start off small, slow, and then we just keep continuing on, as you can see with Jennifer and Carmelita. So we're gonna go and we're gonna get to the start line and we're gonna warm up and we're gonna move from there. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
one of the greatest things about the hot chocolate 5K is what?
The chocolate.
Chocolate, right? Awesome. So they just finished. It's pretty amazing. They're eating their chocolate, drinking it. Everybody did great. Everybody finished. So proud. I can't even stand it. So this ends another graduation race for the 0 to 5K and the stronger 5K. Back to the studio.
That was awesome, Brad.
Oh,
Great
thank
job
you.
with your class.
I am so proud of them. I mean, they do the work. I guide them, but they actually are out there doing the work.
Well, it
So,
takes a coach.
yeah.
You know, so
Sometimes.
congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's like my favorite day. If any of you have ever gone to my Facebook page, which is linked underneath here, you'll see that there's always a post in there and it says another one of my favorite days. And those are all graduation runs for my classes.
That's really cool.
Because it's so much fun to watch them come across the line and they're smiling and they realize what they've done, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's such great motivation to see that happen. And, you know, as they progress and as your students move on to perhaps your next class, what are some of the things that will keep them motivated? Let's talk about that.
Good question. So I'm going to put the question right back at you. So when you have those days, and we've all got them, even as fitness pros, if you want to call us that, trainers and coaches, we still have those days where I don't want to get up and go out on the bike, or it's cold or whatever. We always have those days when we just are not motivated. So there's always some external things that we can do to help. So my question is to you is, what are some things that keep you motivated or get you into those days when you just don't feel like going to the gym?
That little extra edge that I need, that little push to light my fire. Well, there are a few different things that I do, but I guess the one thing that I could share with you guys today are some motivational quotes that I like to look towards as a source of, all right, greatness comes from within, and I'm going to push myself a little further. But one of my favorite motivational quotes, I'm going to pull it up here because I want to make sure I have this correct. It goes something like this: strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. And that is by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How come? Wait, wouldn't you have said it like strength doesn't come from winning? I can't do it either. That's just weird.
That was weird.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely a quote. And sometimes they call them an affirmation.
Yes.
Something like that is always great to have nearby to keep you motivated.
Yeah, because that's not just, it's not about physical strength. It's the mental strength.
The strength from within.
Yes. And so just things like that I look to sometimes to get me a little bit more motivated to get up and moving. So,
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Brad? What are some of your motivations?
So I have two things. One, depending on the day, one works better than the other. One is I just turn on my favorite song or something that will keep my body moving. So while I'm brushing my teeth or while I'm taking vitamins or whatever, it kind of gets the blood pumping. It's things that I like to sing along to or something like that.
But you can sing though. That's the thing.
But I don't care. It's just me.
I know.
So the other thing is that I love is there's one video, and I'm going to link to it. It's called Rise and Shine. And it is a music and a voiceover, and it's so amazing, and the way he says it, and it's very deep, and and if those days when I just don't feel like it, I listen to that. Now I've taken it a step further, and I have an alarm clock that has an iPod attached to it, and I've taken the sound from it, and I wake up to it. But it's so easy to just hit the snooze button, right? So if I know I need to keep going with that, while I'm at the refrigerator and I'm grabbing my celery juice, hint, hint, I'll put the video on my laptop and I'll watch it while I'm right there. And usually by the end, it's 3 minutes and 24 seconds. It's nothing. And I'm ready to go.
That is, you wake up to your motivational piece. That must be very moving for you. And actually, it is a very moving video and audio written piece because Brad shared it with me earlier. So please do check it out. it is powerful, and it is what lights your fire in the morning.
Yeah. When those days then I'm just like, oh, it's too cold, which, for us is like 50 degrees. And I don't want to be out there. I put that sucker on and I'm like, nope, got to get out there. I'm ready to grind it out and, put on some cold weather gear and I'm out.
Yeah. Well, we've done something to get the word out on your motivational quotes that you find put the fire underneath your bums to get you out and moving. So Brad has put together a landing page.
Yes, so there's a page, it's motivate.fitnessforever.tv, and it's a place for you to put your motivational quotes that you would love to see on a t-shirt or some other swag. And if you go there, you put in your name and your email address, and you put in your favorite motivational quote, and we're putting together a catalog of some swag that you can order, and it'll have your quote on it. I mean, how cool is that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if we use your quote, you'll get a free mug.
Mm-hmm.
And the pictures of the mugs are right there on the landing page. And you'll get that free mug, and we'll send it out to you, and it'll be great if you get picked for the catalog.
Yeah, I think there's so many Instagram accounts and things like that where you can go get motivational quotes and things like that. But wouldn't it be so cool to see your quote that you love dearly on a piece of swag, whether it's a T-shirt, a coffee mug, mouse pad, something like that? It would be. We want to see what you have to say.
What motivates your fire? What lights your fire? And then you can get a t-shirt with it on it, or you can get a mug or whatever. We're going to go with the t-shirt thing to start with, and then if you want something else, all you do is ask, and we'll get it printed, and we'll get it out to you. But please get us your motivational quote. Go on to the motivate.fitnessforever.tv and get us your motivational quote, and share with us what lights your fire.
Yeah. Well, I know the 0 to 5K group did an amazing job.
Yeah,
really great work, Coach.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell us your thoughts on today's show, what you'd like to see maybe in some upcoming episodes. Like, comment, subscribe.
Definitely. And just tell us what you'd like to see, and we'll be there for you.
Yeah, we'll be there for you next week on Wednesday, again, with another new episode.
All right, until next time, stay motivated.